I hope everything is working right. Yeah. Okay. So good afternoon, everyone, and very warm welcome to today's webinar on Adapt Builder and PTRC. I'm Ashwin Nagar, and on behalf of the Certain Engineers, I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to join us today. This session is especially exciting because it is the beginning of a new series of Adapt focused webinar, where today we'll be focusing on ground concepts, and in the future sessions we'll go into more depth. Moving on to today's agenda, we will give you a short introduction on. Kirti, can we move on to the next slide, please? We will give you a short introduction on Acero consulting engineers and what our brand represents. An overview of Adapt Builder and PTRs, the key features and typical applications. We will give you a software showcase covering modeling, loading, design, and results. We will also share case studies for real projects. And finally, we'll wrap up with licensing, support, and Q&A session, along with a quick look at what our upcoming webinars. So moving on to today's presenter, Mr. Kirti Joshi. He's a MTech in Structural Engineering from Delhi Technological University and one of our in-house experts at Acero. Kirti has hands-on experience with Adapt Builder, PTRC, PSAP, UV, and several other industry-leading structural design tools. He has also conducted multiple technical webinars in the past and will be a primary point of contact for all customer or technical support related to Adapt and other softwares. He has conducted multiple sessions, so you can find that on our page as well. Before we dive into Adapt Builder, let's take a moment to introduce who we are at Acero Consulting Engineers. We take pride on being more than just a software reseller. We have partnered with over 300 clients, deliver more than 30 products, and serve projects across 20 plus locations. But what really sets us apart is our customer first approach. So we focus more on your priorities, your questions, your ways, and not just your purchase. We are constantly told by our clients that our delivery times and post-sale support is among the best in class. So we are constantly also trying to add value to your products. So we consistently share knowledge posters, post webinars, publish technical articles so that you keep gaining value week after. And finally, we are engineering led. So our team doesn't just sell or support. We have helped our clients in the past in their models, their design, and in solving real engineering challenges. And that is what makes Acero a true partner instead of just a vendor. Moving on to our useful resources. So before we move on to the product showcase, I've shared some links in the chat. You can please check it out in the Q&A chat box. So you can follow our LinkedIn page where we share 4 to 5 knowledge posters every week and post 2 to 3 webinars every month for AEC professionals like yourself. You can visit our Acero.in webpage where you will find a full range of products, including our flagship innovation products like Adapt, UV, and Lisa. Our new YouTube page that you will find all the recordings of the previous webinar in, and also the recording for today's session, which we will upload shortly. We also have a feedback form for you today, so you can fill that at the end of the session. Coming to the products and solution, at Acero, we will bring you a wide variety of products of engineering solutions. Our membership suite includes Adapt Builder, that's for RCC and post-tension concrete design. PTRC, that's for PD means and Slab. Adapt Build, that's for accurate pre-stressing losses. Bluebeam, it's the best markup and collaboration tool for architects, consultants, and engineers. We, of course, have our Lisa suite, that's for 3D modeling analysis, team correction design. And finally, on plan, that's BIM-based software for architects and engineers. Our ecosystem goes beyond image check as well. So we also support solutions like Autodesk. I believe you all are familiar with that. So we also have Idea Statica, that's advanced 3D collection and concrete detail software. Softwares like Karamba 3D, Shuriken, Adobe, and Revert. Taking a while at Revert, I'll like to introduce you to what that software does. So it's a cost-effective alternative to Autodesk that offers perpetual licensing options. It delivers a similar CAD experience like Autodesk, but at a fraction of the price. With that, I think Kirti can take over. It's time to get into the real action and he'll showcase you what an app builder can do in detail. So, Kirti, over to you.
Hi, thank you, Ashwin, for introduction. And once again, everyone, thank you for joining. And my name is Kirti, and I'm the structural engineers. And today is like we'll discuss about the adapt builders and like how the software will make the design of the reinforced and the post concrete structure design much easier. So before starting with the adapt builder, so we'll start with the introduction to adapt builder. So it's a complete solution for designing the concrete structure for both the reinforced and the post tension concrete. So it also has the specialized PT tools, like you can also model the slab, but you can also place the tendons and adjust their profiles and can actually check out the balancing force directly into the software. On the right hand side, you can see the image that is the adapt builder start screen. Like this screen will allow you to select the different programs or different modes or the different unit system you'd like to work in. Like all of these programs are integrated in the one, and under the program option you will see the different modes like the edge, floor pro, mat, and the SOG. So if you want to work with for the single level mode, you can go with the adapt floor pro, and if you like to work in the multi-level mode, you can select the adapt edge. And mat module allows for the design of the soil supported slab or the footings or the pile caps. And SOG module allows for the design of the soil supported slab, but on the expansive soil. So also you can see the RC and the PT mode options as well, where RC mode allows you to model the reinforced slabs and beams, where the PT mode, allows you to design the both the post tension and the hybrid system. So next is under the modules, like you will see the PT RC strip and also the PT SOP mode. That is for the export of the design strips directly to the Adapt PT RC software, and also for the post tensioning SOP drawing. So also you can see the unit setting. You can select the unit in metric or the imperial, any of the units you want to work with. And then after you can carry it out the advanced analysis, and you can also check the different serviceability conditions like the creep, shrinkage, or the long-term deflection analysis. And also the software can create the automatic code compliant combination. Also it includes the Indian code as well as the international code, like it consists the IS 456, IS 1343 for the pre-stressed concrete, ACI, Eurocode, and the other codes. And it also gives you the detail that is the detail report, which is you can customize it. And the report includes the graphical as well as the tabular results, as well as you can add the screenshot of the graphical results into your reports. So here you can see the list of the projects that can be carried out in the Adapt Builder. It can handle the different kinds of the slabs, maybe one-way, two-way slab, or the flat slab. Or it can even handle the complex geometries like the ramp or even the stepped slabs. So which can be used for the car parks or the basements. So for foundation, you can see it can design the piles, mats, or even the footings and the grade beams. So it can also handle the micro piles as well. So where there is the expansive soil region, it can model the soil structure interaction for slab on grade. So the next is it also work well with the structural elements like the elevator pits or the design of the stair walls or the sloped columns. So it can be used for different kinds of the project that varies from residential to the industrial or the parking or the mixed or the high-rise building structure. So here you can see some of the most features of the ADAPT builders. Like the first one is like you can start directly modeling so within the modeling tools available from the software, or you can import a DXF or the DWG file, and the software will automatically converts the polyline into the model elements like beams, columns, and slabs. After that, you can easily apply the loading like the gravity and the lateral load, and you can automatically generate and apply the wind and the seismic load, or you can manually or automatically generate the code based or the user defined combination as well. So regarding the analysis, like it offers both linear and a non-linear analysis, and also supports the construction sequence analysis, like and also the long-term deflection checks or the time-dependent effects such as the creep and shrinkage in the concrete. So the next is like the software gives you the accurate slab deflection and even the punching share set, and you can generate the detailed graphical and the tabular reports. And regarding the system, it works well on the Windows 8.1 with 64 bits and above. And it also integrate with like the Rabbits and the CAD tools. So who actually is benefits from this software? As you can see in the slide, it is not just limited to the structural engineers. Like the structure design teams can use it for the complete building design, or the PT consultants can use it for the tendon layout and the stress check, or even the contractors can use it to validate or review the designs before the executions. And the developers may also be benefits because the optimized PT designs in the adapt builder saves the reinforcement and reduce the cost. And last, like the most of the universities and the educational institution use it to train the students in the modern design methods as well. So moving forward, like these are some of the capabilities of the ADAPT builders when it comes to the reinforced concrete. Like it handles, all the substructure as well as the superstructure design, like slabs, beams, even the walls, foundations, and columns. Like, it performs all the strength check as well. And it can also include the serviceability, like the long-term factors and the cracking, and even consider the vibration analysis for the floors. So it also checks the temperature effect as well, like which is important when exposed to the thermal change. So the punching share is also the big area, like the software supports the the drop caps and the drop panels, and you can integrate those into the design workflow. So since most of the projects start from the CAD drawing, so you can import the DXF or the DWG, and you can directly turn the lines into the structure element that will also see like how this works. So, and at last, it supports the most of the design codes, including the Indian as well as the international standards. So next, its capabilities for the post-tension designing. Like you can also model the tendons that is like both the bonded and the unbonded tendons, and you can automatically generate the tendon layout as well. And the best is the software balance the loading automatically. So it also calculates the pre-stress loss or the elongation or the shortening. So like, for example, you can think of a long span slab in a hotel room, like if you're, the architects wants a clear spans of 18 to 20 meters with no beams. So, in such case, like the post tensioning is the only the economical solutions. Uh, so ADAPT checks all of the factors, and the reports also gives the tendon profiles, including the stress and the deflection results. So again, it also supports the IS 1343 along with the ACI and the Eurocode for the pre-stress complete. So the next is ADAPT builders, also allows us to directly import your DWG or the DXF files. And then the software has the transform features that converts all these polylines from your CAD drawings into the structural elements like the slab beams and even the slab openings. So like it snaps everything to grids and supports. So with the adapt builder, like the manual work for the modeling is cut down, drastically. I mean, so in the slide also, in the left right side, you can see the structural plan has been transformed into the 3D model using the adapt builder transform feature. Like you have the option to also, you can see the calibrate options once you import the DWG file into the adapt, as you can see in the slide. So you can have the option to calibrate your drawings as well. Yeah. So the next I would like to highlight is the punching share, since it is a critical check mostly in the flat slab or the foundation systems, like around the columns, like when the concentrated load or the point load that can, cause the slab to punch through, like if it is not detailed correctly. So normally this means like calculating the perimeter or checking the shear stress, and then you can decide if you need drop panels or the extra reinforcement. So with the adapt builders, you can run the perimeter checks at the supports, and it shows the results in clear color coded contour plots. In one view, like you know exactly where the slab is safe and where it needs strengthening. And the next is like the software also lets you to model like the drop panels and the drop caps and even the stored rails, and instantly you can see how the shear distribution changes. So we'll also see how to carry out the punching design as we move forward. So here you can see Adapt Builder supports the Indian as well as the international code like IS 456, IS 875 for the wind, and the IS 1893 for the seismic load generations. So it is suitable for both the locals and the international projects. I mean, so here you can view both the Adapt Builder and the Adapt PTRC. Supports the wide range of the international design codes and the Indian standards. So the only real difference is that in the adapt builder column, you will see the codes for the wind and the seismic load generator. But in the adapt PTRC, which is more focused on the beams and slabs, so it doesn't include the load generation code, but otherwise the design code are the same. And you can also switch between this code setting, and you can just, rerun the check. So yeah. So this slide, I have mostly covered like why adapts, stand out as compared to other tools like the structure design tools. The most important I have highlighted is it's a unified platform, so you can model, you can analyze, and you can design the superstructure and substructure in one software. That means whether you are designing the flat slab or beams, wall, columns, or the foundation or the pile caps, everything can be done in the same environment. And the next is it has a specialized tendon tools, and with the advanced serviceability check like the long term and the prevent shrinkage. It can support JATSEC as well. And the codes I have highlighted, it support most of the Indian as well as the international codes. And for example, like if you are working on the project for a hospital floor or slab system, vibration control is, often more critical than the strength. So adapts also let you check that directly. And even for the piles, caps for the foundation, you can model the entire system, and you can also run one-way and the two-way share checks in the minutes. And the reports are obviously the customizable with both the tables, graphs, and the contour plots. So also the integration part of this software with the Revit or the CAD is seamless. That means you can the data flows smoothly between the platforms, and uh, uh, it has the strong technical supports, and the learning resources can be available through the website. That makes the learning curve easier for to if you are want to explore the adapt software. So yeah. So as you can see on the screen, like there is one first image which shows like how adapt builders with the adapt builder you can model every of the structure elements in one platforms. Like you have got the slabs, you have got the drop panels, like you have got the beams, you have got the columns, and even the slabs opening as well. Like all that can be represented in the model. And with the features like the automatic support connections and the dimensioning properties and the post-tensioning integration, like it gives you accuracy, and you can also can transform, like I mentioned, the DXF to the structural element. Now we'll see like how the modelings looks like in the Adapt Builder. So you can see this is the screen which I have shown you previously also. So I've already set out the units and the modes for my model. And in the bottom part, you can see the options to start with working on the grid system. And you can obviously change the grid settings like the spacing in both the horizontal directions. You can set out these options, and you can also see the option for the snaps and everything that can be useful in the Adapt Builder from the ribbon, so which is available below. And in the top hand side, you can see the view for the multi-mode and the single level analysis. And in the right hand side, you can see the different options for home, analysis, modelings, and designs. Now we'll start the modeling by importing the DXF or the DWC file. And we have like you can see the import option of the DWG here. Now I will open, I have created already the models. So I'll just import the DWG, and you will get the options of calibrate here as well. And once you import, you can just calibrate your drawings. You can just snaps between the 2 points, and you can just calibrate your drawings, so that how to calibrate we can see in the video as well. So what I've done is I've just snapped between the 2 points, and it's already the 24 feet from my like the architectural drawing. And I've already calibrated. So I will just want to check along the other directions whether the drawings has been calibrated properly or not. So this is the 18 feet, and right now you can see the 18 feet has been measured. So the drawings has already been calibrated. So this is the way which you can import and calibrate your drawings. And then after, with the transform features available here, you can transform your beams and slabs. So you can just select your layers, and once you select and once you click on the transform, you can definitely you can automatically transform the uh, polylines into the model elements. Also, you can draw the beams as well. Like you have the options. Once you have imported the CAD drawings, you can transform the polylines, or you can just redraw individually as well. So like the beams, you can just select the beam feature, and you can just redraw it as well. So like we have created the beams as well. Now I have already used the transform feature for the columns and the slab, and use the beams for this, so that you can get the 3D models. And after that, you can easily modify the properties of your slab or even the column or even the wall that can be available from the left-hand side. And you can assign the materials, like you can assign the section size and everything from this property toolbars. You can even change the units during the model as well. So I've already changed my property. So this can be checked from here. And after that, what we'll do is we'll try to copy and this, you can see the elevation view here. And if I want to offset it, you can definitely do the offset. There is a vertical offset features. And once you click that feature, it will, copy it in the vertical directions as well. So this is the quick way. If you have the models, like if you have the CAD drawings, you can just use the Adapt Builder transform features to convert the polylines into the structural elements, and you can just copy in whatever story you want to copy it. So this is like the quick modeling features within the Adapt Builder. So it also supports the gravity and the lateral load. Like you can easily review loads, so we'll also see this as the various features are included in the loading, like you can generate the load combination as per the code, and like the Adapt Builder also include the option to run a tributary load takedown, like using the tributary load manager based on the tributaries areas. So we'll also see how the loadings can be carried out in the Adapt Builder. Like we'll view the default load case, and we'll add an additional load case, like using the load case library available in the Adapt Builder. Then we'll add pass load using the pass load wizard and in the slab. You can also create the live load and the dead load case for different case. Like the dead load and the live load case are the default load case. And you can add your roof live load condition by creating a new load case as well. Also, you can add the line loads that represents the facade load around the perimeter of the building using the line load wizard that we'll see in this video. You can definitely generate the load combination, and after creating the load, now we'll create the support line along both the directions. We'll create the X direction support line first, and then we'll automatically create the Y direction support as well, like using the dynamic editor features. Like you can draw, draw the second and the third X direction support line. And also you can draw similarly, as you can see on the screen, in also in the Y directions. The next is like we'll start modifying the two support lines that are at the openings, you can see, so that the support line is, snapped to the edge of the opening. Then after we can add a vertex where the support line, crosses the beams, and as this beam is acting over the support, as you can see. Then after, once you create the support line, then you can generate the sections, and you can use the strip results, and you can see the visibility sections. So you can see your design sections here. So the next is you can see it handles, the linear analysis as well as it supports the vibration analysis and even the single and the multi-level building analysis as well, including the P delta effect and the crack deflection checks. So it is important because in the project serviceability, often plays important role. So for example, in a commercial space or in a hospital, like the vibration criteria are like the strict, and adapt builder allows you to, the test the slab performance against those acceptable limits. So for the floor vibration, it what it does is it automatically calculates the floor acceleration and frequency using the slab stiffness, and it performs the analysis on a single floor or even on an entire building in a one time. So in tall buildings also it includes the secondary effect like the P delta effects that we can't ignore, and the software captures all that analysis features within the adapt builder. So we'll see like how the analysis results can be generated in the data builder and how we can model the tendons. So like we have already created the support lines, so we can use them to quickly model our tendons. Like we are going to model the tendons in the x direction, like we'll see in this video. So we are going to map the banded tendons tools. You can use the design script width, and you can select the percentage of the self weight to balance. Now this is a like the smart tendon editor tool that helps to model the distributed tendons also. Like we'll first model the bounded tendon and then quickly map the rest of the tendons between them. Now you can see you can generate the meshing as well. Like you can review the analysis results. You can view the deflections and the members forces as well. Like you can select the load combinations, and you can check the column beams and the wall forces that we're going to see in this video. You can select the load case and you can click on the analysis result for the slab. Similarly, for in the multiples way, you can select for the columns. You will get the deflection plot here. You can view it in a render form as well. You can see the deflections in the render form as well, like how the slab is going to deflect. You can scale the deflection value like in whatever form you'd like to see. Next is by selecting the load combination for the particular load case, we are going to check the forces for the columns, beams, and the walls. You can see the forces are generated within the model itself. So it's quite easy to visualize all these forces within the models using this feature. So the next is the multi-story design. So from single slabs to the multi-story buildings, like it can design for you. Like you can design the slabs, foundation columns, like beams, and can run the punching share all within the single software. Like the software lets you define the design parameters as well, like the codes and the reinforcement preference, so that the results can be matched according to a project. So slab design basically in adapt builder is performed you by using the support lines and the design sections, like which allows its user to view like various results, including the stress or the demands and the capacity. So you can easily add the, the axial or the flexural interaction diagram, and can review the detailed wall section interaction as you can see on the screen below. And you can ensure the in zone reinforcement for the wall as well. So now we'll see. Next is the tendon design in the ADAPT Builder. So you can easily create and modify the tendons, and the software will automatically adjust them to meet the stress and the pre-compression or the, the balancing load requirement. The another great feature is it also optimize the tendon design by checking the elongation losses and the secondary effect. So, for example, I mean, if you're working on a long span slab, so the software will calculate the required tendon forces, and it also ensure, the compliance with the design code as well. So we'll see in the next video. We have prepared some videos for like how to model the tendon and how to design the tendon as well. So the next is here is like it allows you to, take care of the expansive soil challenges also. Like you can effectively design the PT, like the slab and grade foundations, like where most of the other softwares falls short. Like you can easily, evaluate the center and the edge conditions, and you can perform the serviceability checks. So, I mean, this is particularly, useful in the regions like where the soil swelling or the shrinkage is common, such as I think in Gujarat or in the even in the parts of the Delhi NCR. So, for example, if you are designing the PT slab for a warehouse on expensive clay, like Adapt will help you to ensure the slab has the enough stiffness and the reinforcement to resist the soil movements over the time. So here we'll see the designs properties in the Adapt Builder. So the next step is to generate the design sections results for designing the slab. So it will take some time to run the designs part. Basically here, like we'll review the stress so that we will get to know like where we need to adjust the tendons to meet the design requirements. We can start with the X direction support lines. So you can see all the tops and the bottom stresses are passing the code check as indicated by the design section all being screen. And you can see there are some red options also, like which we will going to fix, like how we are going to fix that. And within the tendon design, like the support line uh, uh, span optimizer, that can be used to determine the number of tendons to pass the code check. We have the tendon editor feature here as well, that where we'll display the number of tendons and it will give us the optimal solutions. So using that smart tendons editor, you can view your shapes of the tendons, and it will gives you the like the shapes like the parabola or the reverse parabola or even the straight tendon. So you can see that features as well. As you can see, the two checks are still not passed, so we'll carry out some of the editors in the properties so that you can see the pre-compression is still not passing the design checks. For that, we need to release the uh, wall from the slab, like while checking our stress, like releasing the wall from the slab during stressing is just one solutions. So this approach should taken like if it matches the construction conditions. So we can run the multiple iterations. Now it will take some time to give you the optimal solution. Now, if we have released the wall from the slab, so all the checks have been passed. So here we can see the reporting features, like it gives you the reports in both the tabular and the graphical reports, and also with the screenshot and the contour plots. So adapts also, sorry. So, adapts also generate the report with all the minimum reinforcement and minimum reinforcement sake. I mean, like the shear strips, also the rebar spacing and more. So you can also see the code sake for the columns down in the adapt builder. Like the code sake feature will perform, the capacity for the bending, or the axial and the shear loading on the column against that of the demand force. So the results include the axial capacity, utilization, or the design loads for each of the columns that can be viewed graphically in the screen. Like also you can, the output also shows the interaction diagram, and you can also generate a detailed report and summary report for each of the columns. So during a column design. So here you can see, the reinforcement results in the adapt builders. Like during the design procedure, the program will, calculate the, I mean, the additional reinforcement at each of the design sections you created. That is along the support line of the design sections, uh, uh, which, brings that sections into the code compliance for the minimum reinforcement and the moment capacity. So this reinforcement here we called as the calculated reinforcement in the adapt builders. And the program also displays a similar plan as shown in the slide. You can see with the reinforcement displayed accordingly to the settings we have provided in the program. You can also see like where the reinforcement is high and where it is low, and you can adjust your design. Also, you can also the share stirrup graphic will be displayed, along the support line as shown in the image on the, the right hand side of this screen. Yeah. So we'll see like how we'll get to know about the demand and the capacity and how we can generate the rebar plan within the adapt builders, so that all of our stress are passing, we can, continue with the design. So before like reviewing the strength level result, we'll remove the wall releases that we have created to be consistent with the final conditions. And you can run your designs and you can view the moment capacity and the demand result we'll see right now. You can also view the individual design section results as well. Now you can see the moment capacity and the demand results. So you can also generate the reports as well. Next is you can see the calculated rebar plans, like the software will calculate you the rebar plan. And you can do the reinforcement, and you can also check for the one-way shear and the punching shear result as well. So this is the result for the one-way shear. All the stress have been right now. Okay, you can see on the screen. You can also generate the sections. So the purpose of this video is like to see how what are the things you can carry it out in this software, and we'll explain each of the steps in our next webinar. So like how these things can be done, we'll go into more depth on each of these steps in our upcoming webinars. Similarly, you can also carry out the punching share check. There is the check options, and you will get the results for the punching as well. So, like in this slide, I want to show the quick steps that you can follow in designing the post-tension floor system using the DXF file. This is the same file which we have shown in the videos previously also. You can see the elevation of a tower that is under the construction and the tendon layout of one of the floors. So like you can start with the AutoCAD drawings of one of the floors, and you can import it in the Adapt builders. Like I mentioned, you can use the modular features or the transform features of the program to transform the polyline into the structural components. And next is you can see you can apply the loads and select the areas of load, such as the balconies, or even specify the special load case. And depends on the design code, you can select the program to generate the appropriate load combination. And the next is you can generate the support line in each of the X and the Y directions. And once the support lines are created, the program will automatically calculate the tributary areas associated with each of the support lines, and it breaks the structure into the design strips. So also you can see the 3D view of the tendon layout, and you can also use the automatic mesh generation feature like to create the quadrilateral mesh I have created using the entire flow system within the Adapt Builder. And then you can analyze the structure, and you can let the program to perform a detailed analysis for you. Like if there are the pre-stressing tendons, also the program has a unique feature that it breaks the each of the tendons into the multiple segment. So also the third figure, like you see, shows the design moments in one of the directions. Like you can also see like the distribution of the top fiber stress. So the tensile stress are shown, the positive at the top, and the compressive stress below the datum lines are shown in the negative sign. Also, the details of the reinforcement, required reinforcement, and the reinforcement provided by the program for each of the support line that we created can be generated. So also the vertical bars that represents the amount of the reinforcement, and the reinforcement suggested by the programs. You will see the distribution of the design moment for each of the support line as well as shown in the last figure. So the following slide, this slide shows a sample of the text report of the ADAPT program. Like so, it also include many options for integration with other programs between the Adapt and also between the Adapt Builder models. Like you can share the label definitions or the geometry or even the material properties and even the loadings between Adapt Builder models. It creates the INP file. Like also you can integrate the full Rabbit models into the Adapt Builder. That is the both way means Rabbit integration is you can buy you can transform the geometry in two ways, and you can quickly create geometry by importing a DWG or the DXF file. Also, you can import the loads into the Adapt Builder using the Excel file or directly from the Research 3D reactions. So as you can see on the slide, like Adapt Builders comes with a free Adapt Rabbit link for seamless data exchange. So in this way, using this link, you can transfer, you can connect your Rabbit model within the Adapt Builder. So like Adapt Builders also has been applied in various of the projects. So we'll see a few of the case studies in the next slide. And if you are interested in seeing more of the examples, like you can find the case studies from the Adapt official website as well. So the first, like the case study I would like to highlight is this project was named as the Key, that is located in the Virginia, and it is a last, mixed use development with the two high-rise towers. Like the one is the 30-story residential tower, and the other is the 39-story hotel. So both of the towers are, sitting above a 17 level podium. So the size approximately is over 1.1 million square feet, like with more than 500 residential apartment units and more than 350 hotels rooms, and the parking storage for approximately 350 plus. And it also has several commercial spaces for the tenant as well. And it also has a pool and the gymnasium within the structure. So the structure consists concrete foundation and framing, like with the reinforced slab at the lower level parking, and the PT slabs at the residential floor. So the concrete, the girders are also as much as 6 feet 6 inch deep, with spans of to the 70 feet. So the building sheds also the sloping and the diverging column, like you can see here, mm, between the level 4 to the level 18. And it also have a very high, the live load of 150 PSF on long span PT slab, which is almost the 18-inch depth. So these were the challenges of this structure. So Adapt Builder was, used to perform the three-dimensional analysis of the buildings, like to determine the seismics and the wind force that could be resisted by the lateral force resisting system. So without the need of the extra shear walls, like which this is a plus point, which gives the architect a more open space. Like you can see the tendons layout and the 3D models within the Adapt Builder for this project. So Adapt Builders like was used to analyze and design the reinforced like the parking garage and also the PT slabs. So the another benefit was the smooth integration with the AutoCAD, like the slab drawings could be easily exported directly, and the outcome was a faster and a more smooth workflow that eliminate or removes the use of an unnecessary shear walls. And the most importantly, the buildings delivered with both the structural efficiency and the the architectural openness, which gives the more flexibility. So the next case study I would like to highlight is the Roy and Dinah Educational Center at the Columbia University, like the medical center in the New York City. So it is like 1 lakh square feet, 15-story medical educational tower that is completed in 2016. So as you can see, the Lira Consulting Engineers is the structural designer for this project. So they have the office in India as well, like the post-tension concrete slabs or the concrete shear walls, and the concrete columns are the main, the structural components that are designed in the Adapt Builder for this project. So regarding these projects, the tower includes the study cascade also, the social and the gathering space, also the seats for the 275 seats auditorium. And since it is a medical center, so it consists of the anatomy lab and the surgical center as well. So I mean, in general, the building is designed that allows for a wide range of the learning experience from the medical students. So structurally, the projects posted few of the major challenges, like the design for the cantilever, as you can see, for the PT floor slab, supported on the inclined composite columns that have been sloped up from foundation level to the eighth floor level, which also creates the large open free column space as well. At the same time, the architect also needs the minimum slab deflection at all the glass facade. Uh, so that's where ADA Builder comes into the play. So I will show, like in this project, the ADA builders, the like I mentioned, you can design for the single story and the multi-story analysis. So the ADA builder multi-story modeling features were used to capture the complex load path, uh, uh, through like those of the inclined columns and slabs that we shown in the previous slide. Uh, to achieve this, like the post-tension slabs, like using the high stress concrete were reinforced with the bonded tendons and cantilever from the supporting inclined column as well. So I mean the design team from the LERA settled an acceptable long-term deflection limit using the ADAPT builders, and detailed deflection contour plots from the software were used, to coordinate the deflection in the slabs with the curtain walls above and below that ensure the performance criteria was satisfied. And the project achieved like the precise deflection controlled and also the optimized post-tension slab system that helps to satisfy both the architectural requirement and the facade requirement as well. So the slab depth were also reduced, like without compromising the serviceability condition. So that helps to deliver the structurally efficient, like the educational facilities in the New York with the use of the ADAPT builder. So now what we'll see what is ADAPT PTRC and how it is different from the ADAPT builder. Like as we have seen, ADAPT builder is for 3D modeling and analysis of the complex structure, and including the multi-story that include multi-story or the podium or the load sharing transfer slab system or even the foundation. But all projects does not require that level of the detail, like when the focus is more targeted, such as if you want to design the individual beams or the one-way or the two-way slabs or the waffle or the pan joist system. So adapt PTRC, which is another software of the adapts, becomes the right choice. Like it offers the same engineering platform, but in a simpler and the task focused. For targeted, like the reinforced and the post-tension design of the beam slabs, one-way and the two-way, or the continuous beam frame system. So the ADAPT PTRC offers, the quick modelings and the powerful output. So here are some of the key features of the ADAPT PTRC. Like it is also designed for the reinforced and the post-tension structure, but it's more focused on the slab and the beam system. You can easily carry it out your beam and the slab project. So compared with the ADAPT builders, like we shown, like we discussed previously, which is more suitable for full structural layout. But PTRC is, fast and efficient for the isolated member design. Like you can also define the span geometry, or you can define the materials or the boundary condition. You can definitely define the tendon layout, and you can carry it out with the tendon. You can provide the tendon and the rebar information, and you can easily apply the loads through the model input dialog within the ADAPT PTRC. And it also supports the similar code checks like the ADAPT builder, like for Indian as well as the SCI or the Eurocode. So ADAPT PTRC has also the broader features when it comes to the post tensioning or the load balancing and the PT recycling also. which helps in optimize the concrete elements for all of the applicable criteria. And it can also produce the quantity takeoff or the complete detailed report, or you can create the schedules and the elevation view with the tendons and the reverse profile. So, in summary, I mean, you can think Adapt Builder, as a complete solution for multi-story buildings that consist of superstructure and substructure. But Adapt PTRC can be a tool for the precise slab and the beam design mostly. So Adapt Builder also supports international, like the Indian as well as the international code like IS 456 and IS 1343. Uh, so PTRC is more focused on beams and slabs, so it does not include the load generation codes like IS 875 and IS 1893, but otherwise the design code are the same. So in this slide, you will see the feature of both the software, and you will get to know like when to use the Adapt Builder and when to use the PTRC for the RC and the PT project. So in summary, like Adapt Builder provides, the integrated solution for the concrete buildings that supports the slab, beams, columns, or even the walls or the foundation. And it can also carry out the punching shade design, long-term deflections, and you can exchange the models with Revit and DXF. So in comparison, like next is the Adapt PTRC. It is also the tools in summary, like it handles the one-way and the two-way slabs, or the waffle or slabs, and even the continuous beam frames. Also uh, it also is good for the tendon layout with the force adjustment or the PT recycling, and it can also check for the crack deflection, losses, elongation, or the secondary effects. And the great is both of the software handles both the bonded and the unbonded tendons. So if anyone is interested in trying out the Adapt Builders and Adapt PTRC, you can start with the 10 days trial. So it includes the full software features and unlimited technical support. So you can, test your real projects and workflow. So these are a few words from the Adapt user, and more feedbacks can be, accessed online. So I mean, Adapt has consistently gained the trust and praise from the engineers around the world working in the concrete projects. So we have now come to near the conclusion of today's sessions. So over the past hours, like I have covered all the topics, I hope, as mentioned in the agenda, like introduction to Adapt Builder and PTRC and its core features like the modeling and the design tools and the code it supports and the versatility across the various structure and the project types. And I hope I also have shown some of the case studies and covered. Uh, I will also cover the available supports and the licensing and the training options as well. Yeah, regarding support and the learning, like we at the Acero Consulting Engineers provide the supports to the various channels to help the engineers, like whether they are just learning or facing an issues in their project. So user can reach out to phone, emails, and yeah, regarding the licensing options, so Adapt uses the cloud-based annual subscription, making the licensing management simple, and you can access it anywhere. So for the learning purpose, so there are webinars and the recorded tutorials and some of the structured online course available. One can go through any of the options, and basically these resources helps both the engineers and both the beginners and the experienced users, like to become more confident. And we also conduct webinars every month to get familiar with the software. So this is the first webinar on the Adapt Builder. Definitely will come with a series of the future webinar to cover the advanced topic. And we are planning to conduct it on the third week of the September. And next is on the September 12, we are conducting a webinar on the Aries Trinity. So it is basically the DWG CAD tools comes in the 3 versions. And next is we are planning to conduct the webinars on the Blueprint, which is for the PDF collaboration and the documentation tools used for markups and the quantity estimation. Last week, we have also conducted the Blueprint webinar, and we'll cover the advanced topics in our upcoming webinars. And we'll send you update through email or through the LinkedIn post for all of the upcoming events. Yeah. So thank you for your time, and I hope you found the session helpful. And if you have any of the queries of the discussion, you can contact us at the email and the contact number provided in the slide. Also, you can access our web site for the more of the information. So that brings to the end of the webinar. So if you have any of the question, like the floor is open for discussion.
So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask that in the chat box. Thank you, Kirti. That was a very insightful session. Look into the Adapt Builder software. As I mentioned earlier, this is first in the series of many webinars into Adapt Builder. Go into more detail into optimising. You will also notice polls that we are running. So this will help us get more data into understanding what we should focus more on our upcoming webinars and what we should cover next.
So we have some questions regarding Adapt. So the first one is, does it support construction sequence analysis and long-term deflection analysis?
Yes, definitely. It allows for the construction sequence and long-term deflection analysis. So you can carry it out. It also models for P delta, vibration, and the crack deflection analysis. So yeah, it can take out the long-term deflection factor. Like under the sustained loading, it will automatically calculate with the long-term factors. And it also allows you to control all aspects of the design, including cracking, like you mentioned, for the long-term deflections, to ensure that your results are accurate and the code compliant. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, thank you. Second question is, does it support like importing, exporting data in different formats? So like exporting a file from AutoCAD or Revit, can we do that directly to Adapt?
Yeah. Yes, definitely. Like I have shown you in the model also, like we have used the DXF files. You can easily, convert the DX. You can use the DXF files as well, or if you want to, you can easily, create complex geometry, including single levels, ramps, and the multi-story concrete structure. If you have modeled that in the Revit, you can definitely transform your model geometry and the loadings using the Revit adapt Revit links. There is the one link that connects the Revit with the the adapt. So yeah, definitely you can, and that is a bi-directional, like I mentioned earlier also. So you can use the Revit, like the adapt Revit link to transform the data between the adapt builders and the Revit models in both way.
Okay, thank you. And so the third question is, does the license cover multiple users or require a separate license for each user? So in a company, if there are like 5 Adapt users, so do they need one single license or do they need 5 different like separate licenses?
So as I mentioned, like licensing is the annual subscription based, and it is a cloud-based license, like which allows multiple users within the same organization uh, uh, to access the software, but on a shared basis. For example, you can have the one license, but you can add multiple users, but one user at a time can use one license. Yeah.
Okay, so if there is a seat available or a license available, so anyone can join and use that license, right?
Yes, definitely. So in the license subscription, if for example, if you have one adapt builder license, if you want to add the 5 users from your company, so you can definitely, add number of the users within that license. And since one user can use the license at one time, so it is a first come first basis service. So those who are already listed or added in the license subscription, they can definitely use the license no matter where they are.
Okay. So the next question is like, so like ETABS, so can I design all elements in ADAPT like columns, shear wall, and then slab?
Yes, so adapt. You can design all the elements like the substructure and even the superstructure or the substructure part that includes columns, walls, stair walls, or the foundations as well. So I have also shown you like if you have noticed in the different types of the projects, so it supports all the structural elements like the beam, column, slabs, and even the foundations like in the ETFs, I think we need the different like the safe. We like in we need if you want to model the slabs or the foundation, we need to go to the safe. But in the Adapt Builder, all is integrated within the one software that you don't need to get extra plugins. So all the superstructure and substructure can be taken care in the one platform.
Okay, thank you. So the last question for today is that, so can the software generate detailed design reports and documentation that meet industry standards? So basically, if can I see the like the calculations for a column design or the slab design for a single support line? Can I see that
Yes.
like what is the movement and how much reinforcement is there exactly? And so what's the demand to capacity ratio? All that
So
information.
yeah, you can definitely, once you've completed an analysis and design, you can definitely get the results, and you can add that results in your reporting. And the results include the graphical and the tabular form. And it also provides you the minimum reinforcement, calculated rebar plan, the stresses, like I think I have shown quickly in my slides as well, like you will get the how much rebars the software has calculated for you, and how much along the like the support lines and the strips. So it will definitely gives you the minimum reinforcement, the rebar spacings, the details, and everything. So for the code sake also regarding the columns and beams, it will gives you the moment like the capacity and versus demand. So yeah, everything you will get.
Okay. So yeah, we have some more questions so that we can respond via email. And yeah, so we can close for now.
Yeah, definitely. If you have any of the queries, you can just write an email to us. We'll definitely get back to you. So thank you everyone for your time for this wonderful session, and hope to see you soon in the upcoming webinars for more advanced topic.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. Please do not forget to fill the feedback form. That helps us improve, also ensures you receive your feedback participation certificate. Along with that, we are running some discounts and offers. So you will be eligible for that once you do fill the feedback form. And yeah, so on behalf of Acero Consulting Engineers, I'd like to thank you once again for your time and attention. Have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you in our webinars. Thank you. Thank you all.